I smell like boiled. Yeah. Are we here?
No.
We're not here
Yep.
yet? Just in case we're actually here, subscribe to the channel, please.
Do I have to?
Click the bell if you'd like to get alerts of new uploads and like when we go live, you know, it tells you and stuff.
It feels like I'm listening to the show in slow motion right now. You know, when you put like the 75% speed on, that's what that just sounded like. Your self promo there.
It did.
Oh, that's back to normal. That's good.
We should do a whole show like this.
Johnny, your face is as red as Dave's shirt.
Come back here, you rabbit.
Everybody, turn your speed up. We should do that. Just
Nope.
It's too bad we said something. One of these days, just out of nowhere, we'll do that, and we'll just freak everybody. Everybody's be like, "What's wrong with my TV set?" Hey, you guys! Brendan B Squared, John B.O., Amanda Coons, Halface. Good to see you. What? It's 5:10 p.m. out here. 8:10 Eastern Time, September 27th, 2019. Hello, all 44. We're sitting here this evening with David Nesdall.
Hey, what's up?
There he is. And look who's back. Oh my gosh.
Oh, holy smoke.
There he is.
How's everybody doing?
Hey, Jay.
I was telling Jeannie, I was like, I have a show tonight. She's like, geez, this feels like you haven't been on in like a month. I'm like, I don't think I have. Maybe on like a Saturday night. I came in a couple weeks ago. But yeah, it feels like I've missed you guys, man. I've missed you guys. I missed you, oh man. It's been so long since I've been away. So, a drink to me being back with you guys.
Where's the drink?
All right, enough.
Yeah, I wish my face wasn't so red, but it's the gel. It's
the hair, your hair gel?
You gelling?
Yeah. Plus, I might have gotten some sun as well. That might play into it.
Come on, son.
Let's see. Yeah, it's very... Look at this. It's like I'm in a studio. I got lights, all these lights and stuff. And
studio.
microphone, cans, mouse.
Nice set of cans you got there, Johnny.
The Hooters.
I don't know what this is. A tutu?
What is that?
It's so I can hook a mouse up to my Mac.
It's a
USB.
Okay, and it has like the card readers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, welcome everybody. It's Friday, and glad to see each and every one of you. Like Shauna Marie sings and Brendan B Squared, Front Level Midnight, Nightbot. Phil Mosley music. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Phil Mosley Music sent me some guitar picks to send to you guys.
Oh, the double send.
Yeah, but nobody has sent me any addresses, and so I've got other people asking me for those pics.
Wait. If he sent you pics to send to me and Dave, wait, I don't get it. You have our addresses, correct?
Yeah, he should, but he you know, I'm
No,
thinking Johnny never saves it. He never saves our addresses.
no. If you guys sent like most of the time, if you've sent me an address, if it's in like a thread of a chat, you know, once it gets filled up with other stuff,
You know,
lose
there's this brand new feature. I think it just came out on the iPhone where if like you hold down on an address, you can actually add it to a contact. It's brand new.
Yeah.
Brand new feature.
Okay, let's try it. All right, Dave, what's your address?
It's 4.
867 007 373. What is the Mike Tyson code again? Mike Tyson's punch out code to get directly to Tyson. Oh, bye, Dave.
Oh, I don't see. I see add to favorites, send message. I guess you
Well,
can.
anyway, we'll go through a
Oh, add address.
yeah.
Street, city, state. Okay. All right. Dave, tell me your address after this. I'll put it in this device here.
Hang
I'll have
on.
it.
I'll give it to you on the private chat. How about that?
Hey, Zach. Okay. So anyway, yeah, Phil Mosley, he sent me some pics, and he's from the message I got, he thought it was really strange how people are asking me for his pics.
Oh, so he. Wait a second. So people are asking you for his pics. So
Yeah.
he sent them all to you to send out to like a bunch of different people.
No, to send to you, to send to Dave, to send to. Well, let me see.
Just me and Dave.
I got 3, 4. I'm down to 4. I don't know how many he originally sent me. I know I was using 1. I've got 4 of them, and
He sent you 40 of them, and now you're down to 4.
yeah. So he's like, it's kind of weird how people are messaging me for my pics, but they don't message me. You know, like he was saying, they don't message him for them; they message me for them.
Well, you're like the you know, what is it called? The middleman. But
Yeah,
the main middleman.
yeah. You know? So anyway, I'm down to 4. So there's 1 for Dave, 1 for Jay. I don't know who else is around here. Mancuda, and then
John BL.
John Beale. Okay, then I guess I don't get one then.
No, you already used one.
I already, actually, I already sent one out to somebody. And you know who you are, so it's all good.
Yeah, Johnny's the distribution center, the fulfillment center.
The DC.
Oh, speaking of Brendan Buttcheeks and our friend Carlos, it's either, I think it is maybe Carlos's birthday today.
No, Carlos is on October 5th.
Oh, well, he's talking about getting a birthday present and
Oh,
stuff.
because he got his Wolfgang?
Yeah.
His birthday's on October 5th. Him and Rob Johnson are on October 5th, and we're all going to a dinner in New York City
Oh, awesome.
to celebrate.
Cool. Well, then never mind. Not happy birthday to those guys, but happy birthday to Brendan Buttcheeks. I think he turned 21 today or the other day.
Oh wow,
Wow.
that's a big one.
21.
Maybe times like something. Multiply that.
At least times 1.
He's having his first drink tonight, guys.
Awesome.
Boner Jams is in the house tonight.
Hey, Boner.
Hey, big guy.
Cool. Okay. Oh, I still have some Phil Mosley stickers too, which he didn't tell me to send these to anybody.
Well, if you want to say, you know, if it's just, dude, sending me one pic is kind of like, you know.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Why don't you wait till there's like something a lot that you have to send us and put it in there?
Yeah, everybody send Johnny a bunch of crap to send to me and Dave. So it costs Johnny like $70 in shipping.
That's right. Send Johnny a guitar and then have him send it to me.
Okay.
Because Johnny owes me one anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So I'll put these aside. Right there. Hey JJ, good to see you, man. Soda's in here. I gotta keep remembering to talk into this. I'm always looking different directions. There we go. So let's see, Dave, what's new since I don't know. Tuesday?
I became active on the kidney list.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow, man.
Yep. I passed all my tests. My heart is in great shape. My organs are in the right shape to get surgery, and they made me active. So it can happen at any time. Actually between November and whenever.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Everybody give a thumbs up for Dave Nesdall.
I'm a little scared, but it's a good thing.
It is a good thing. That's great, man.
Yeah.
So everybody send Dave a guitar.
No, I've got no room. No more guitars.
Your ceiling, you can start hanging them from the ceiling.
I can't. That's right. I don't have anything coming. It's like the first time in a long time I don't have any guitars coming. I got nothing coming.
Nothing coming, huh?
Nothing's well,
I don't want to hear about that.
nothing musical.
Oh.
Man, why did my internet go out now on this one? It's always something. That laptop, I can't get into it. It says user profile crashed. I can't. That laptop's a doorstop now. This one, the internet went out. So now we're just stuck with that one.
How about the Mac?
Yeah, what about that new Mac you got, man?
It is the Mac, yeah.
Oh no.
Well, it just says the internet. Let's turn Wi-Fi off.
You've reached your downloading on the Brazzers website for the month. You're
Is that how that works?
I think so, from personal experience. I can only speak from experience, so yeah. My queue was backed up for a while.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's what you call it.
I wasn't backed up for a while, but the queue was.
Q-tip. Oh man. Yeah, Dwight. Yeah, yesterday I left the gate open and a couple deer were in the backyard there munching on the stuff they shouldn't be munching on. Yeah. So I had to get them out of there quick. But yeah, let's see. We're 14 minutes into this. Welcome, everybody.
And we haven't said a damn word.
Well, I have some big news, gentlemen.
What do you have?
I mean, not as big as Dave's, but it's pretty big coming from my, from my house. I got an email today from a certain guitar company with tracking info for my shit.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah. That's right. The stuff was shipped out on Monday, and it was supposed to be. See, this is my luck. They finally shipped my stuff, and it was supposed to be delivered today. And the tracking info says in transit. It was supposed to be here today. Now it says in transit, arriving late, and it's in Georgia. It's been in Georgia for 2 days.
All right, so it'll be here tomorrow. It'll be there tomorrow.
Well, it'll probably be at North Myrtle or whatever tomorrow, or Little River, and then either tomorrow or Monday.
What's
Whatever.
that?
What was that?
I stepped on the duck.
I bet. Loose floorboard, huh?
They probably put one of these in that box before they sealed it.
Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna open up that box.
Yeah, that's what Jeannie said. She's like, that's great and all, but what if you open it up and like the pickups are just all scratched up and
No, it's not that. They're just going to cut the wires so short that you can't use them.
yeah. So let's hope this puts an end to the entire, whatever you want to call it.
Debacle?
Yeah. 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 Jeannie was like, well, maybe they'll feel bad and send you a free guitar. I'm like, even if they did, I wouldn't play it.
They'll never do that.
No, of course not. But yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks. I think mine's more unbelievable.
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 Yeah. So what guitar are you going to put those things in?
I'm gonna have to buy another guitar to put them in, aren't I? That's what I've been telling everybody about these bare knuckles, man. It's like they sound so awesome that I almost want to like buy another guitar just to get another set of, obviously different pickups, but
Of the bare knuckles?
mm-hmm. Dude, it's almost like, now obviously the especially the black and green universe that I have, like those pickups sound amazing, especially the Air Norton. But it's strange, like these pickups almost sound like you took like the like a blanket off. Like the articulation and the clarity is crazy, man. It really is. So I'm very excited.
That's
Cool.
great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm thinking I want to try some bare knuckles too.
Dude, and a lot of people think that they just like their, heavy metal pickups. They have so many different pickups, like, vintage style pickups. So,
Yeah.
Actually,
Well,
they're not very much heavy metal. There's only a couple sets that they make.
I was on the website the other day. Actually, when we were live the other day, I was on the site and here I'll go back to it. And yeah, it looks like they've got some classic, some vintage style ones.
Yep.
Some heavier ones. And I'm getting messages. Somebody sent me a message saying they wanted a picture of the 2.5 Men EVH guitar.
Oh.
The two burritos.
Yeah. I was going to send them a picture of that magazine cover.
I have that somewhere.
Are you watching this? Whoever that was? I didn't know the name. It was just out of the. I didn't know who it was. They're like, quick question, Johnny.
If you don't have it, which I'm sure you do, I know Rob Johnson has like every picture you could see ever find of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But while you're looking for it, speaking of bare knuckle, I know that I've been speaking with Craig and Caleb about it. And Craig ordered an Aftermath bare knuckle pickup. That's the name of the pickup, Aftermath, for Caleb's Space Wolf. And I believe he spoke to Tim from Bare Knuckle and told him what guitar it was going in. So I'm assuming they're going to do the same thing with me, like make the base plate the same, dimensions as a Wolfgang pickup, so it fits right in.
Mm-hmm. The Aftermath. Okay, I'm looking at that.
I think that one's more of a heavy, right? Like
It's
a
got
high output.
Well, it's got two. Each set of pull pieces are adjustable, both of them. The cover actually.
Well, the cover. I mean, you can get any cover.
Oh,
or
okay.
just, open coil, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, because this looks like it'd be like a heavy metal looking.
Yeah.
Pickup.
Yeah.
Looks cool. Yeah, they got a bunch of stuff. They got the crawler.
The crawler, the night crawler.
The impulse. The Black Hawk, 2 words.
Oh yeah, don't say that too fast. They have a pickup called the VH2.
Yeah, I have that in one of my guitars.
You have a bare knuckle VH2?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Which guitar do you have it in?
I'll go get it.
And how does it sound? Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
I'll go get the mother.
Steve Carmichael, did you really just send me a message? I never trust messages on Facebook because there's so much hacking and spamming and, you know. Do you guys get that message where it says, "Hey, is this you in this video?" Do you get those messages?
No.
Yeah, I get those, and I never open those things. And also, David Nesdahl was saying, "Oh, there he is."
That's it right there.
Oh wow. How's it sound? Like, what would you compare it to if you had to?
I don't know. It sounds like every other good pickup. I don't even know if this is in tune. Sounds good, right?
How long have you had that for? It's nice. Knock the dust off it.
2 or 3 years, probably.
Wow. That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that is you, Steve Carmichael. Okay. He sent me a video of David Lee Roth rehearsing for the Vegas thing.
Who put that out? Was it Roth?
I don't know who put this out. It's a video. I guess I'll click on it. Speaking of that, though, I might be going to that.
Wow.
The Roth. Oh, whoops. What am I doing? There we go. I might be going to that because it looks like I'll be going to Las Vegas. Maybe in. When was he going to be? He's going to be there in January. I don't think I'll be going in January because I'm going to LA. But I guess I could go there. I think March. I could possibly go to Vegas in March and possibly go to that if I wanted to.
Well, of course you want to.
I don't know. I was thinking about it. You know, it'd be cool.
Fruitcake Tony, the Circles guitar is my creation. Yes.
You came up with the Circles guitar?
Oh, he asked if my Circle guitar is my creation, and it is. It's in other words, it's not an EVH branded one.
Like the one that I used to have,
Right.
which I want to. Like I was saying this recently. I've got the neck. I've got one of those necks. And I want to get either a Circles body or a Bumblebee body, and make a guitar. And also, breaking news: 6-string Brian will be in Vegas in April.
Oh, you're going to go to that. You might miss Roth for that.
6-string Brian, what hotel are you performing at? I've actually played in Vegas. I've played in Vegas twice. I played some dive bar in Vegas where the bar didn't even promote the show at all, and we show up and it was just us and 2 other bands that were there and nobody. And then
I played lots of those.
Those are always fun. You can consider them, you know, practices, or it's experience.
Well, it depends. If it's something that you drove like 2 hours, 3 hours to go to, then it's kind of like, oh God.
That's what it was.
And then you don't hit the stage till 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. And by the time you actually get home, it's just, that's what I'm saying. It's like there's certain certain shows like that, you're just like, this ain't worth it.
We drove there to play that show, and we showed up, and there, because usually when you show up to a club, a lot of times you show up and there's at least a flyer on the door or a poster with your band name or maybe your picture on it, and when you show up and there's none of that, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But at least if they let you in and let you play, then that's fine. But the really cool venue that we played in Vegas was the Revolution Lounge. Is that it? The Beatles. It was called the Beatles. It's Revolution, right? David Ennis. David Ennis, are you okay, man? He broke a rib.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Man, feel better, David Ennis.
Yeah.
Get well soon, man. That's said he's listening, but he's lying down and he broke a rib.
I can imagine how much that would hurt.
Well, then we got to ease up on the jokes a little bit. We don't want to make them laugh too hard.
Yeah, nothing funny anymore.
Nothing funny.
This was never funny. But anyway, the Beatles Revolution Lounge, I think that's what it's called. That place was amazing. And that was the one night on the entire tour that I didn't drink anything. Everybody else, because they gave us, hotel rooms upstairs, and I remember shaving in the bathtub. I remember shaving in the bathtub, for that. And then that was the one night I didn't drink anything. You could have blacked out there, and it's no problem, But that's when I noticed what it's like when everybody else gets bombed and you don't. I noticed that's what it's like, And I'm like, man, this is kind of weird. But yeah, the venue was amazing. The light show was incredible. The stage, everything. And then I had a friend of mine that was on that tour. He played guitar in one of the other bands. He was on tour with another band, and he went back to that place like a year later.
And then the flyer was up.
And no, this was the one in the Mirage, the Beatles Revolution Lounge. He went back in the green room a year later. He found one of my guitar picks on the ground.
Oh, so nobody wanted it.
Well, because my picks back then were black. You couldn't see them. So that was pretty cool. Fruitcake Tony. I guess I could. Showed it to Johnny's Van Halen. Okay. Steve Carmichael shared that to the EVH Gear Live. Is that what it's called? Either probably the group, right? The group page. And then we'll throw that over in the Discord once we're done. Crap.
So Boner Jams is looking for a date to go to NAMM in January because I can't go.
Oh.
I have to go to West Virginia to record an album at the end of January. Well, the last 2 weeks of January I have to go. I tried to reschedule it, and the band can't do it. So it's got to be what it's got to be.
Wouldn't that be weird though if they were going to NAMM?
They don't want to go to NAMM.
You show up and they're all gone. They're like, "Hey, we're at NAMM right now."
Yeah, I guess Cameron Brown's watching this. He just said, "You can't go to NAMM. Damn it! Sorry, man."
Hey, Cameron. Cameron, are you going to be there?
Yeah, he's going.
Oh, cool.
I know, man.
I'll see you there, man.
It's going to suck. This year's going to be awesome. Like, everybody's going to be there. I actually think McRaughlin's going. Like, all these guys are going, man. You guys are going to be there. Damn it.
Man.
You and I will go the next year. How about that?
Well, I hope so.
January 2021.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This year flew by fast.
It did.
It felt like to me the last NAMM was basically a couple months ago. That's what it feels like.
Mm-hmm. Vistalite is going to NAMM.
Awesome, dude. All right, Steve Carmichael posted the that Roth rehearsal video to the EVH Gear Fans Live Facebook. Is that the group or the page? I can't tell. I think it's the page. Let me get in there. Let me see what's going on. Oh, that's a nice picture. Is Carlos? You guys are talking about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carlos got a new guitar. He got the white one. Oh, he got the Liquid Charlie model.
No. Oh wait, did
Yeah.
Charlie get a special?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yes, he did. You're right. I'm thinking about the liquid guitar, but it's different.
The Liquid guitar.
Hey, Jason McNamara's here. What's up, man? He said he's not sure if he's going to be able to go to NAMM 2020. Well, make sure you go to 2021 because hopefully I'll be there.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. Okay, let me see if I can find this to make sure. Okay, EVH Gear Fans Live Group. This is the group page. We got 7 people that want in.
Really knocking down the door, huh?
Yeah. 617 members so far. Okay, I'm thinking he posted it to the page, which is different. But I can share that to the group.
I forgot what you're even talking about right now. It feels like it's been going on for like so long. You've been trying to figure out what the hell.
The Roth rehearsal footage.
Oh,
for right. The
Does anybody think it's going to be good? What is he going to be doing?
He's going to be singing songs.
Whose songs?
He's going to be singing Van Halen songs and his solo songs.
Dave's done.
Dave's
like,
leaving.
I'm out of here.
He's rolling away. Steve Carmichael, I can't tell where you shared this to. And I can't even use a Mac. Oh, Steve Carmichael, you want into the group. You're one of them. Okay, I'll add you in. All right, Steve Carmichael, you're now in the group. You can post it within the group. And then we'll once I get the link to that, I'll post it in here. So everybody can enjoy it.
Do we have anything exciting going on in the chat right now?
No, I'm reading and they're just talking.
Well, that's good though.
Mm-hmm. We got what, 61 watching?
88,
maybe 88 watching.
Mm-hmm.
I could refresh. Yeah, when my internet went out, it froze froze my page. All right, 88 watching, 39 thumbs ups, 1 other one.
Until I get my stuff, I guess it can still be that certain company, but I got to do an unboxing, right? I got to do it just to make sure that everything's in ship shape.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, Butt Cheeks has a good question. He said he asked about Cameron Cooper's video about the new Yamaha THR2, which it's already on my Christmas list. Santa best come through for me.
Cool.
So what's different?
One of the few things I read up on was, like the one that we have.
Yeah.
There's 3 different versions, right? There's the low gain or the regular one that Johnny has, the high gain one that Dave and I have. What's going on here? Oh, I thought I heard my voice echoing. No. And then there's like the boutique one kind of thing that has like, whatever. And I guess the new one has all 3 of them like all three of those amps, all those amps in
Oh,
one.
wow.
Yeah, so there's not like three different options or three different versions to get. The expensive one is like 30 watts. It's Bluetooth now, so instead of like hooking up the auxiliary cable to from your phone or something to, play music through it to jam with or whatever, it's Bluetooth. I'm sure there's obviously other stuff, but I mean, shit. Wireless. That's right. Brennan says wireless too, so you can buy the Line 6 little wireless unit. It's actually, I think, just one piece, and it actually charges it while it's plugged into the amp.
I guess that's cool.
Yeah,
I guess that's cool. I just, once, to me personally, once you have one, I mean, to me, I don't think the upgrades are worth buying another one if you already have one. That's just me, though. It would be cool if it had two separate delays that you could program so that you can get like a kind of a ping pong effect.
mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they updated anything with the effects or not. I honestly have no clue if they did.
If it had updated effects in it, that would be a really good reason to buy a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is it online?
Oh yeah.
What's it called?
The Yamaha THR2, but not the number 2. It's like the II, whatever. But we'll have to ask Cameron to come on and give a little demo. Has 2 line outs. That's right. Yeah. I guess basically, I mean, this thing is ahead of its time anyway. But I think Yamaha saw the other companies kind of coming out with, more modern options. And they were like, yeah, we're still ahead of the game as far as sound. But we don't want to fall behind. So that's why they, maybe came out with a newer version. And if I'm not mistaken, it actually comes with a battery pack instead of having to put like 80,000 double A's in it.
That's a lot of double A's. I don't think I can afford that.
It's more. You end up spending more on batteries if you use this thing not plugged in than you do on the damn thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see it. I'm looking at it.
Mm-hmm. There's 3 different versions.
The THR2. THR2. All THR2 models feature Bluetooth connectivity for audio playback. The THR remote, mobile editor app, and third-party foot switch has third-party foot fit.
Are you loaded right now?
No, I've got horrible acid reflux.
Oh, how nice!
It's awful.
Come here, give me a kiss, baby.
I had this pretty good Mexican food last night from this place on the beach.
Pretty good, huh?
And then you had In-N-Out Burger today, didn't you?
I had In-N-Out Burger today. That's right.
Yeah, so you just slop on slop, man.
At the airport.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna die.
You're going to die, senor.
THR10-2 wireless and THR32 wireless.
Mm-hmm.
So what is a 30-watt one as well?
Also feature a built-in rechargeable battery and Line 6 wireless receiver.
Yeah, take your THR 30 to your gigs. Mike Neese, no, I haven't started the actually, yes, I did start the Brad Gillis project. Here it is. That's all I got.
It's a start.
That's all I got. It's because it's a long ways away. I don't think I'm doing another guitar project for quite a while.
Can we say hi to Boner Jam's daughter real quick? Her name is Rory.
Hi, Rory.
Hi, Rory.
Hey, Rory.
Now go to bed.
Well, how old is she?
25.
I know. It's like I feel like we're talking to a little kid, but it might be like.
No, yeah, we're talking to a little kid.
She's 39, you guys. You don't have to talk to her like that.
Yeah.
Okay. This amp looks cool. I'm looking at it. It's got
So what
a
was that called, by the way?
that was Zipkin.
Zippy, the Zippinator.
Take him with
But
you.
I'm busy though.
Rory is 4. I'm for you, though. Remember Jeffrey from?
I was 3. I was
Oh,
3. Now I'm for you. I'm 4 years old. Goodbye, Jeffrey.
yeah. One of the best stand-up routines ever is Bill Cosby himself.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Whatever happened to him?
I don't know. Kind of fell off the face of the planet. I wonder why. Katunk, katunk. Rory's probably like, who's Boner Jams, Daddy? She's gonna tell all her friends that her daddy's name's Boner.
Okay, well, here's a picture of those amps if you guys want to see them. If you guys haven't. Oh, wow. These are cool.
Oh.
This whole thing is in Spanish.
Did they come out with a shocking pink version?
They should. They should. You know, these pickups look darker on here than they actually
They are
are.
darker on there.
Yeah, it's. I mean, they're a little darker than, but they almost look purple on here, but they're not. Yeah. Guitar's fun, man.
Yeah. There we go.
Instead of holding the phone up, holding the whole computer.
That's funny.
There they are.
Looks kind of cool. I mean, it looks the same to me.
Does your front look like that?
It's a slightly different grill, but it's kind of the same idea. It has like a bunch of Y's, right? Instead of just the.
Yeah.
Thank you, David Ennis. You too.
There you go.
That's nice. I like the grill.
I just wish. Now, Dave mentioned shocking pink. You know, considering that it's only one, model. Obviously 3 different levels, but it's all the same color. I wish there was a color option, especially maybe on the 30-watt one. Have a couple different colors.
Yeah, I like colors.
I like colors too.
I got to turn my light down.
Well, you don't look red. You don't look like Dave's shirt anymore.
Yeah. If I sit back here, I guess it's okay.
I loves me some colors.
Mm-hmm. That guitar looks freaking awesome, man.
Thank
It
you.
really does.
Yeah,
That's
look
how
at that. He's like,
I smell George.
he's like, belly button.
There's the serial number.
S.
Ass.
U.S., not you ass.
Well, for you, it's okay.
Yeah, when she's on that thing upside down,
Yeah.
shaking. That's awesome. What a great movie that was. Hey, kitty cat behind you, Johnny. I think he just left you a present on the couch over there.
Oh, he's here?
Left you chocolate on your pillow.
You saw him?
Yeah.
Cool.
Top down.
Cool. I was wondering where he was. Yeah. Yeah. Ned is awesome, you guys.
Ned Halen.
Ned.
Nettie Van Halen.
Yeah, he's a great cat. He's there. He is. Oh, there he is.
Yep.
You can see him right there.
Oh, there he is on the floor. Up and out. Martin Taylor, yes, Dweezil does own the original Rasta guitar. Get out.
Nedward. Fruitcake and R2R3 at the same time wrote Nedward.
There he goes.
Oh, bear.
Yeah.
You're not afraid of flies going into your house and all that stuff? Leaving
Not
the window open?
not on that window, no.
With that window's open?
Well, how do you think the cat gets in and out?
Oh,
Yeah, the window's
chat.
open.
The chat is covering that side of Johnny's. Okay.
It is.
My chat. I have my chat window covering your entire. No, I'm joking. Just the corner of yours.
Well, I've got this light here. The light is kind of covering. Yeah, that's
Not worried about spiders getting in your house?
Rattlesnakes and
they
scorpions.
get in.
Bears?
All that stuff, they all get in.
Ugh.
I live in the woods, so they're all going to get in regardless. Actually, I went to put my shoes on yesterday, and there was a yellow jacket walking around my shoe, like where you put the shoe on, like walking in circles.
He was just holding guard duty.
Those things are little bastards, man. Angry for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how do you know?
Well,
Do you know what their ancestry was like?
I'm just saying they're angry. They're not nice.
They're the original Angry Birds.
Bumblebees are cool, man. They almost like protect you against other like if a bee is starting to circle around you, there's a bumblebee around, they'll come out like almost like get out of here. It's the best. Bumblebee talk on the Johnny Beane TV.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Bumblebee guitars. Yeah, speaking of Bumblebee, yeah, that's the one that I want. I want the Bumblebee or the bee body. That's what I need.
Isn't this the sound of a bumblebee?
That's some sustain on there too.
That was weird. I was gonna say, yeah, Johnny Beane's dog. Yeah, you need to make a Ned the cat account now.
It's too much work. We got some clever people in here. OU8 Ned 2. Bumble Beane.
So weird.
So what's going on?
93 watching, 45.
And we haven't really said a word yet.
Oh, yeah, we have.
We really haven't said anything.
We've just been BSing, but I've enjoyed myself being back with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
we missed you, man.
I know. And I feel like the Saturday show is like completely booked now. I'm like, oh, there's like 8 people in here.
Saturday is insanity.
Yeah, man. Yep. I wanted to get involved in the Pantera talk, but I was getting too hot. And I was like, if I go in there now, no one's going to like it.
Pantera. Did I tell you? I
haven't spoken to you, dude.
I didn't tell you this.
Somebody stole the bumblebee guitar?
No. What's the singer's name? Phil
Anselmo.
Anselmo.
Yep.
From what it looked like, and somebody messaged me later on saying, Johnny, you know who that was? His wife was in the chat of one of my videos.
Really?
Like a couple weeks ago.
Was it the one where whoever was I don't want to say trashing Pantera, but
No, it had nothing to do with it was the one where I was just playing guitar. It was a premiere. I was playing guitar with a bunch of echo and effects and stuff. And there was a new name in the chat saying, "Oh, this is amazing. This is awesome." And somebody started talking to her in the chat, and they're like, "Hey, were you in whatever band?" And she's like, "Yeah, that was one of them." And then somebody messaged me later saying, "Johnny, that was Pantera's wife, or the singer."
Wow. I'll have to teach you some Pantera riffs. So when you see the name again, oh, here, check out this one.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that was pretty awesome. And Gibson, what are videos? What's going on with that? Gibson's videos? Gibson's taking videos down? Like their own videos? All Gibson YouTube videos are down. Showman is saying.
Maybe they're gone. Maybe Gibson USA is no longer around. I'm spreading that rumor right now.
Let's see. What's their channel? Is it just Gibson?
Yeah, it's better.
Oh, that's what that wife? It sounded like something happened. Like you're a fart ventriloquist. It sounded like it came from the kitchen.
It was like a minute long too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I see it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Caleb, welcome back home.
Caleb.
I'm glad your flight was okay.
I saw some of that on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So how was it, man? Hanging out with Caleb?
It's cool. Caleb is he's a very laid back dude, very intelligent, amazing guitar player. Like, I watch him play, I've seen him do the Van Halen thing, but I mean, he's just sitting there watching him play. He's really, really good. Like, he's very believable. You close your eyes and a lot of stuff that he plays, you would think it was Van Halen right there in front of you. Most things that he plays.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've seen him play Van Halen.
Well, I mean, a lot of people can play Van Halen. A lot of people can play the notes. But when you close your eyes, there's that feel, that Van Halen thing, that thing that Eddie has, that it's just his signature thing. And Caleb has a lot of it. Not in every riff, because there are some things that doesn't sound like Van Halen, and I'm happy about that because it shows that Caleb also has his own signature. But when he's trying to cop Van Halen, and it sounds like Van Halen, and especially when you're standing right in front of him watching him do it.
Mm-hmm. On one of your guitars.
That's one of the coolest things in the world is watching him play some of my guitars. It's just, man, it's great to hear what, because I play all my guitars, and the thing is, when you're playing your own guitars, it's very hard to hear the guitar because you're playing it. You hear it, but you don't really hear the guitar. You're not listening to the guitar. You're not listening to the pickups. You're not listening. But when someone else that's a really, really good guitar player plays your guitars, all you have to do is listen. And that's the best part. It's just really the best part. It's very cool.
Mm-hmm. So you're never going to wash those guitars again, huh?
No, I've washed them several times since.
Yeah. He's in the shower. There's the acid bath, just dipping the necks in. 2 string changes.
Awesome. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the Gibson, the official Gibson YouTube page. It says the channel doesn't have any content. They took all the videos down.
Wow.
But there's playlists. It says like there's a playlist that was updated today.
Playlist with negative videos.
It says there's 5 videos in there, but anyway, yeah. Well, I mean that. Actually, this doesn't mean they have no videos. All this. Oh wait, it does. It says this channel has no videos. Click on videos. It says this channel has no videos. I was gonna say you can actually hide that stuff from the front page. They could have like private videos, or they can have a playlist. Like I'm looking at playlists right here under playlists, and it says Gibson, my first Gibson updated today. Actually, that doesn't mean. I'm too scared to click on any of this stuff.
We got news here, boys. Thanks to 6-String Brian, was the first to let me know that James Hetfield Metallica cancels tour as James Hetfield returns to rehab. Well, that sucks. So from the Metallica site says, as most of you probably know, our brother James has been struggling with addiction on and off for many years. He has now, unfortunately, had to enter a treatment program to work on his recovery again. We fully intend to make our way to your part of the world as soon as health and schedule permit. We'll let you know as soon as we can. Once again, we are devastated that we have inconvenienced so many of you, especially our most loyal fans who often travel great distances to experience our shows. We appreciate your understanding and support for James, and as always, thank you for being a part of our Metallica family. What a bummer.
What did they have a new record? Was this a tour for an album or a?
Well, they came out with a new album. Shit, when the hell was that? 2016, I want to say. 2016 or 17.
Are they one of those bands that just tours every year?
Yeah.
No matter if they have a new record or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, go back and look at the Black album that came out in August of '91. Like how many dates they toured. It's just like unbelievable, you know, like how much they were on the road.
But that was their biggest record, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's one of the biggest records ever of all time.
I mean, that was the first time they put out a song and I actually kind of liked it.
Which was it, Unforgiven or Nothing Else Matters? Which one was it?
Neither. What do you call it? Down, da, 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 no.
Oh, Enter Sandman.
Enter Sandman. That one. That was the one song I'm like, yeah, that riff is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
When you go to Guitar Center every day, it's not that cool.
No, I'm sure. Well, it's this funny thing. Like when Thomas McRocklin does his little like Sunday lives on Instagram, every time I've popped into the chat, somebody writes play Enter Sandman. It's like, is this person serious or they're just busting balls, you know? I couldn't imagine somebody like Thomas ever playing that riff, you know? But when I was 16 years old or whatever, you know, I played the shit out of that riff.
When that came out?
Oh yeah. Well, it was obviously after it came out, but you know, like that, a lot of Metallica stuff is how I got my rhythm chops down. Especially like, you know, from the Master of Puppets record, which is, you know, a lot of thrash riffs, fast double, you know, that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. I always heard that stuff because I had friends where they were totally into that.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, Van Halen? What? You know, Metallica.
Well, I always loved both, so I guess I'm the lucky one.
I was always more in the Van Halen, you know. If I could find any of my what do you call it? Yearbook pictures.
Mm-hmm.
There was at least several of me wearing a Van Halen shirt, Van Halen necklace. You know, but I had, you know, other friends, you know, stoners, I guess is what you would call them, which I was called, even though I've never touched, you know, pot in my life and nobody believes me. I was, you know, put into that group because I smoked cigarettes and had the torn jeans and all that. But yeah, I'd hang out with, you know, we'd hang out and I would hear. So I grew up hearing all that stuff, all that Metallica, all those albums. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't until the Black record. It wasn't until Enter Sandman and you're leaving?
Isn't that the best?
She's leaving?
Where's the kissy button on my sound machine? I can't find it.
I know. Oh.
I found it.
When she kisses me, it makes me go.
John BL, anyone still wear their Van Halen necklaces? I had two of them. I gave one to my girlfriend at the time. Oh. And then the band broke up.
Take off my Van Halen necklace before you jinx the band and they break up.
And I think the other one, I sold because there was a time where I had to just like sell everything I owned, and my entire collection of stuff I had is gone.
I had one made out of 18 karat gold at once. I don't know where it is. I think it's in this house somewhere. It might be in one of my one of my jewelry boxes somewhere.
At the pawn shop.
No, it's not at the porn shop.
On the
I'll
floor.
trade you this Van Halen necklace for a video.
The Brazzers Bodega. Oh, Steve Carmichael, Dave says, that kiss sounded really clear. What would Gene Simmons say about that kiss?
I don't know if I have the gene today.
My acid reflux is hurting just hearing that.
This is Gene Simmons of Kiss.
Ugh.
It's trademarked now. He invented the kiss. Not only kiss, the kiss.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that, the Gene Simmons voice, the guy that does that, the comedian Craig. It's Craig, right? Craig Gass. He wasn't on with Neanderthal today, but he was in the building at Neanderthals at their station.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Ellie.
Daddy.
That sounded kind of scary, didn't it? Like a devious laugh.
I'm coming to get you.
It's funny, man.
Daddy, you're going to die.
Holy shit. My mother-in-law has got to listen to the Beatles now, and I'm like, oh God.
I love
that's awesome.
it. The Beatles are the best.
I can't do it. I mean, it's cute. Like she was singing, was it She Loves You? Yeah, yeah, yeah. She was singing that last night, and it was the cutest thing, you know, but like whenever I hear that stuff, like the drumming just was like, oh my God, like what is and then like I'm hearing like singing and out-of-tune guitars and harmonies, and it's like slightly like I don't know, man. I get it what they did for rock and roll, and I respect the shit out of them, but just listening to them just it like pulls my ears in different directions. It's really weird, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's some of those songs I heard way too many times growing up. So some of them, it's like I can skip that one, like that one you just sang. That one I don't ever have to hear that song ever again. But there's other ones that are great, you know, later ones.
I'm not saying they're bad songs. What I'm saying is, and I get, you know, obviously, you know, recording stuff back then is a lot different, but it just some of the stuff, like I hear it and I'm like, oh my goodness, you know. Out-of-tune guitars drive me nuts. That's the one thing. I get, you know, these guys are sitting in the same room singing. Not everybody's going to be perfect. And sometimes a little bit of, you know, somebody not singing perfect it's fine. It just adds the human element. But an out-of-tune guitar is, I can't stand for that.
I think they overdubbed everything though.
You know, I don't.
They might have. I have no idea how they did all that stuff, but
I don't think they were out-of-tune guitars.
Sorry?
I don't think they were out-of-tune guitars.
Dude, I obviously can't play it up here, but when you get a moment over the next couple days, just
which song?
I Want to Hold Your Hand. Dude, the second the song starts, it's like, who tuned that? You know, like Helen Keller?
Oh. Yeah,
it's fine, guys. Sounds great to me.
I heard a horrible Helen Keller joke. Actually, a friend of mine said one on Twitter, and I shouldn't repeat it. Those things are awful. It's just terrible. But you gotta remember what those guys were on when they were writing those songs and recording them.
I'm not taking anything away from. I'm just saying personally.
They put Ringo's drums all the way to the left. The drums are on one side of the speaker.
Yeah. The only cool thing about that is like when you're in the car or something, you know, you go into your audio setup and like you turn the channel all the way to the right, and you only hear vocals. Like a Van Halen 2, for instance. You know, like, hey, I don't want to hear Mike on this part. Or, you know, you don't want to hear Eddie. You turn the whatever the hell speaker, and all you get is Eddie's reverb, you know, and bass guitar and stuff. And that's cool to do that type of stuff, but I don't know. See, now we got jokes coming in.
It's not American, man. You are not American.
Eddie said one time he didn't like it that they had panned his guitar all the way to the left.
Yeah.
Back then, because if you're in a car and you've got a blown speaker, there's no guitar. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, the reason they did that was to make it more, to give it the stereo effect, because there was, you know, no overdubs really.
Well, and he didn't want to like double his guitar either, right? He just wanted one take type of thing.
Yeah, they would do the guitar and drums and bass all together live, and then he would overdub like whatever he had to, like the sitar on "Ain't Talking About Love" and certain things.
I'm just talking about as far as like the rhythm guitar tracks, because now, you know, for years it's been left and right, hard panned, rhythm guitar double, basically just to make it, you know, sound big and balanced. But back then, I guess Eddie, his whole thing was I wanted to sound like a live band, right?
I don't think he really had too much autonomy. I think Ted Templeman really said what was happening. It was his final answer.
That's my final answer. Am I getting slaughtered right now because I'm not a huge Beatles guy? Listen, I get it, you know, but I think a lot of it has to do with my parents weren't really big Beatles fans, you know, like oldies, Zeppelin. My father was huge into Zeppelin back then, the Eagles and stuff. You know, I was
Eagles
never
came way later, though. The Eagles came way later.
I'm just saying what my parents were into, you know. So growing up, like the only time I ever heard the Beatles when I was a kid was on the radio, you know, where my parents weren't really like, hey, check this out. My brother was Rush and Van Halen and stuff like that. So I was never really exposed to like a lot of Beatles stuff early on. And maybe that's why. Maybe just later on, it's like, oh yeah, Beatles. It's like, okay,
when I was a kid, I kind of helped out at a local record shop, a used, like actual vinyl shop, you know, and I'd be in there every day. And naturally, I was the one buying all the Van Halen. Anything Van Halen that came in, the guy would put it behind the counter and say, "Hey, Johnny, look, this just came in." You know, like that one bootleg, "Dressed to Kill." You know that one? It's the Pasadena Civic Auditorium. Their last show they did at the Civic Auditorium, 1977. It's the bootleg where the entire disc is one track.
Oh.
So if you want to get to the sixth song in, you got to hit forward on a CD.
Oh, I passed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, hanging out there every day, I heard everything, you know, Beatles, and I saw everything. You know, that's how I learned about record, you know, album covers, and so I you know, so with a lot of the classic rock stuff, you know, the 60s through 70s, 80s. Well, this was in 1990. I learned all those record covers. Like I know them. I know them all, you know. And what was that one record cover? There was this one that was my favorite. I always liked. What was that band? Dave, you know the cover I'm talking about. The one.
I think he's going to need some kind of hint here. You know that record cover I'm talking about.
What band was that? It's the one with there's these two women on the front. And they're like this.
I don't know.
What band was that?
Somebody's got to know.
Somebody knows. Yeah, that was the one cover, you know, and you're that age too. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
What in the chat? What band am I talking about? Oh, I know what it is. I almost had it.
I don't know, man. But Jay, as far as the Beatles, man, you got to understand.
It's like 70s.
Back
70s to early 80s.
60s. I mean, the guitars that they use, it's not like they used the guitars of today where everything is easy to play. You know, they pretty much any distortion on their guitars, they invented. George Martin invented it. You know, it's
George
it's
Harrison.
they played Gretsch guitars and Rickenbacker guitars with the worst action in the world, and you know, like they just played it the way it was given to them. They didn't.
Oh my gosh, there it is.
Holy crap! They're like freaking amazing. The Beatles.
They are. And also, yeah, thank you, Mike. Yeah, it was Roxy Music. That's it. There's a my gosh. Holy crap. Yeah, there's a Roxy Music album cover. That's when I was a kid. I remember seeing that one in the store and being like, holy cow. I've never heard the album. I'm just telling you guys what the cover looks like. Dang it.
There's some pretty funny Helen Keller jokes going on here, but I'm not going to read any of them. But no, listen, I get it all. I'm not saying, you know, I'm just saying, listening to them now, because I never really listened to them, you know?
Well, get into it.
I know all the songs. I've heard them all, but to me, it's like when I hear them now, I'm like, damn, these sound like demos, man. You know? I'm not a huge guy. I'm not a huge Beatles guy.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to be, but I think, well, you know, if you want to be a well-rounded musician and
But he doesn't want to be that
producer or whatever it is, you have to at least be aware of everything. You know, you have to at least. Well, I mean,
it's not like I hate it. It's just when it's on, it's like, yeah, whatever. I wouldn't voluntarily put this on.
There's some songs though that you might really dig though. I know what it's like. You hear the same, you know, for 30 years, you've heard the same song over and over.
I need to get the deep cuts. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some stuff where you hear the guitar, you'll hear the distortion or the fuzz on some of those. You're like, whoa, this is awesome.
You ever hear the song "She's So Heavy"? No, seriously.
I don't know. I'd have to listen to it.
You'd have to. Why don't you, after this, just type it in and listen to it?
Actually, I'll put it in my queue on Spotify. Well, I'm not going to forget the name of it. She's So Heavy is fairly easy to remember. She's so fat. Oh, sorry. She's so heavy.
Oh. Yeah. Roxy Music. Yeah. Somebody just texted me. Yeah.
I Want You. She's So Heavy is on Abbey Road.
Yeah.
Okay.
And look up Roxy Music album covers. Uh-oh.
Sorry. I stopped it, but I got it queued up.
Hey, Adam.
Adam. I saw some cool pictures of Adam hanging out with Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very cool. And I've hung out with both those guys as well.
And now I have as well.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Fruitcake Tony says, Jay, Live and Let Die. Do you like that? You know, I probably almost prefer the Guns N' Roses version.
Oh, that's just sacrilege.
Mm.
Yep. I'm not a Beatles fan. What do you want me to say? I don't take anything away from what they did for rock and roll. You know, Ringo, I don't care what anybody says. He wasn't a good drummer. He's not a good drummer.
Oh my God. Oh God.
He's not. You listen to those songs, it's like, oh my, who's playing drums there?
Dude, you know what? For you to say that, you know, musician.
Oh, really?
I all the drummers on the planet love Ringo.
That's fine.
They all do. They all wish they had Ringo's swing. Ringo could swing like no other.
He didn't have any swing. He was very stiff.
No way.
That's how I listened to him.
No way.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Very stiff.
Yeah,
I'm getting trashed. It's my personal opinion, man. It's just, you know, I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
Fruitcake Tony says, I'll hold him for you, Dave. I wouldn't do anything but fart on him, maybe. I wouldn't hit him.
Ew.
Just don't put your butt cheeks on my face if you're going to fart on me.
Mike as himself, what's my next axe? It's going to be an FU tone axe. How about that? As soon as Adam gets his guitars, I'm gonna get one.
Whoa. Awesome, man. I played one. They're cool.
Who was the drummer for the Rolling Stones? Charlie, what was his
Charlie
name?
Watts.
I almost put like Ringo and him in the same type of like category where.
Don't tell me you don't like Charlie Watts either.
No, no. Come on,
God.
please.
Come on.
He couldn't hit the snare and the hi-hat at the same time. You ever watch him play the? No, it's like almost like somebody who's uncoordinated playing drums. That's how that was.
Oh boy, you have a lot to learn.
Hey,
I don't think I could do this show anymore.
Well, Zeke wants me off. He said Jay's off the show. Blasphemy.
Yeah, it's either Jay or me.
We'll take turns. We'll alternate.
Hey, Sean Mahoney. Good to see you.
Fabulous disaster. That's funny.
Didn't come up on mine yet.
R.I.P. 7/8. Oh my God.
I got one person that agrees with me. Soda. Steve Carmichael, no more justice for Jay. Everyone's gonna hope my package from that guitar company shows up all broken and wires cut too short.
No, we're all just gonna go over your house and break every B string on your guitars.
Oh man.
We're gonna take the low B tuning peg off your guitar and the saddle off the Floyd.
We're gonna replace that guitar with a Rickenbacker. We're gonna replace that guitar with a left-handed bass. Left-handed. Oh man, what is
Hofner?
that? Is that a Hofner?
Hofner Beetle bass.
But the beautiful thing about music and opinions, like
is
asshole.
that every asshole has one?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I'm sure there's musicians that I like that people like, dude, that's terrible and that sucks and he sucks. It is what it is, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Wait, I saw something. Somebody said I don't like thrash metal.
And front riffs?
No.
Well, he's not in here tonight, is he?
No. He hasn't been in.
Or I don't listen. There it is. Soda. There it is. Sorry, Jay. Johnny Beane, you don't listen to thrash metal. So same goes for Jay not liking Beatles.
That's right. That's right.
I tell you, if there wasn't a Beatles, there'd be no thrash metal.
Of course. That's what I said before. I'm not taking anything away for what the Beatles did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if there was no Beatles, there would be no Van Hagar.
There'd be really no guitar music, really.
Well, I'm sure something would have came up. It might have been delayed. It might have been later. It might have, obviously different. So who knows? But
yeah, well, they're called the Turtles.
That's right. That's right.
Or the Monkeys.
How about the Ruddles?
What do you think of the Monkeys?
I love the Monkeys too, except they didn't write any of their own shit.
No.
Neil Diamond wrote most of their crap.
What do you think of Neil Diamond, Jay?
There's a Neil Diamond tribute that's coming to the House of Blues, and Jeannie's like, "Do you want to go?" I'm like, I laughed about it at first, and then later on, I'm thinking like, that actually might be kind of cool.
I'd go to that.
I love Neil Diamond.
Yeah,
good stuff.
He's written some of the best songs ever.
Mm-hmm. Very talented dude.
I mean, Sweet Caroline.
He's the freaking jazz singer, man.
The jazz singer. I had that record when I was a kid. I didn't understand the movie, but I had the album, the vinyl.
See, I think here's the difference between me and you guys, and I guess everybody in the chat except for Soda.
5 years?
Is no. I think it's a lot of it is like the Beatles were a part. Like you were kind of there's something that they did to your musical influence, or influenced your musical whatever.
That's how I was born.
What I'm saying, where they had zero. Obviously, the bands that I listened to and always have listened to were heavily influenced by the Beatles. But me, I've never, like, they've never been a part of my musical life.
Let me ask you something.
They had zero influence on me personally as a musician.
Let me ask you something. Do you like King's X?
Hell yeah.
Then you got to like the Beatles.
Why?
Because one of their biggest influences was the Beatles.
But that's them. That's their influence. You know what I mean? I get that all the bands that I listen to were influenced, but they've never been even a blip on my radar as far as what I listen to or what I like musically,
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah.
That's all good. It's all good.
Blank Palette 2, King's X is not fusion jazz.
King's X is awesome, what they are. I saw them me and Jeannie saw them at the Chance. This is with Dream Theater and the Galactic Cowboys back in probably 99, I think.
I've got a friend that hangs out with King's X. Like every time they come to town, they call him and he hangs out and carries their stuff.
Yeah. Hey, we need a roadie for the night.
Man, I was going to say something. It is interesting to dig back, though, and you find out your heroes, your musical heroes. When they say the stuff they grew up on, it is interesting to go back and listen to that stuff because you can hear, you can tell, like, oh, that sounds like something so and so did later on a song or something, and I get it. I get it. I mean, it's a totally different generation, But for me, myself, yeah, when I was a little kid, I had the Beatles, and one of the first songs I learned on the guitar was Day Tripper. That riff, and I used to play. I learned Day Tripper and Pretty Woman, not necessarily the Van Halen version of it, but just the down, And I remember for a minute, I got those two riffs mixed up because they're in the same spot on the guitar when you play them. Actually, the Eddie version is the Eddie Pretty Woman is actually down here, but if you do, you can play it up here. And I'm looking at like the second, third, and fourth first few chords, the cowboy chords or whatever. But try playing Pretty Woman up there and Day Tripper up there, back to back. And
are we flagged yet?
Well, probably, but go ahead and do it. It's fine.
Sorry, no. Hang on, let me see if I can get a pick on.
Where's my guitar?
And that
go from one to the other.
That was the first.
Not the Van Halen version, though. Just play it like George Harrison.
I can't hold a pick yet.
See?
I still can't hold a pick yet.
Go from one to the other.
I can't do it.
That's the Van Halen
I'd have to
version,
think
though.
about it.
Okay. See what I mean, though? See what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, those are the two. I learned those two riffs at the same time. Those two of the first riffs I ever learned. So, anyway.
Another Beatles song with out-of-tune guitars right there, Day Tripper.
What are you talking about?
This Day Tripper, the version, their song, the guitar is out-of-tune.
No, it's not.
Guitars are out-of-tune.
No, it's not. No, they're not.
Go back and listen to it.
I bet you've never even heard it.
I know that song. Actually, they taught that riff in guitar class as well, and then the chord progression to go along with it. And I remember trying to play it with a guitar that was in tune. I was like, "What the hell?" I'm just busting balls on that one. But no, like, dude, guys, even my parents were over last night, and the Beatles.
They hate the Beatles.
Because Ellie was singing some stuff, and even like I asked my dad, I was like, "You were never into the Beatles?" And he's like, "Not really. No,
I am not moving to South Carolina.
Okay. We can't listen to the Beatles together on the back porch, Dave, and drink a few pop.
Nope.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with not liking. It's like with music. You can't be forced to like something.
I didn't grow up with it. That's what I'm saying. It was never a part. It was never on my musical radar growing up. It was like, yeah, I knew who the Beatles were, but nobody that in my family, like my brother, like I said, or my parents, they were never like, here, check this out. This is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The Beatles. Well, hey,
The
man,
Beatles.
they couldn't even walk around outside, man.
No.
So you got to give Ringo that at least.
Well, who was the guy that quit right before? What was his name?
Best.
Pete Best.
Pete
Yeah.
Best. Did he quit or was he kicked out?
He was asked to leave.
Was he? I thought he quit because I'm thinking, man, could you imagine?
No, there was another guy. There was another guy. If you watch the John Lennon story, there was another guy that was in the band that left.
Drummer?
I'm thinking. No, I don't think he was.
Simmons right there.
Huh?
Triangle player?
Yeah, Johnny. That's it. Stu Sutcliffe. That's it.
Oh, he
Stu
passed
Sutcliffe.
away. Wow.
Yeah.
See, to me, one of the most intriguing things about the Beatles is the whole the original Paul McCartney passing away story. And then that's why because if you look at the cover of Abbey Road, Paul McCartney is the only one barefoot. So, and then there's a song that,
Yes, in Strawberry Fields, it says, "I killed Paul."
yeah,
I buried Paul.
Something like that. And it's like, then there was a whole speculation.
It's in there. It's in there. He says it. He absolutely says it. I buried Paul.
If you play it backwards?
No, it's at the end of the song. He says it in it's
Who
in the
says
lyric.
it?
John Lennon.
Lennon. So you can totally tell like the Lennon songs from the McCartney songs because the Lennon songs, there's some weird stuff going on. And then the McCartney songs are more like pop, the happy melody.
Happy.
Yeah. Yep.
Uh-huh. Well, check out some solo John Lennon stuff.
Okay.
What is it? Double Fantasy? Was it?
The John Lennon record.
Was that his last one? Was that his last record?
I think that was his last record.
Yeah. Yeah, check out some of that stuff. Paul McCartney. Yeah.
Yeah, Yoko Ono, man.
Doubles.
God. There's that one. You guys know who Bill Burr is, the comedian?
Yeah.
He did a thing one time about Yoko Ono when Lennon was doing a thing with Chuck Berry. They were performing live or something.
Uh-huh.
And so Lennon and Berry are obviously in the front, Chuck's playing guitar, whatever. And Yoko Ono, he's like, for some reason, is on right next to him, stage left with a microphone. And at one point, she just yells out this disgusting, starts screaming into the microphone. And he's like, there's a split second on the video when you see Chuck Berry's reaction, looking over like, what the doing? Yeah. And I watched the clip and it's true. Dude, what was she doing on stage? Like, get off. You ruined the Beatles.
Yeah, she ruined the Beatles. Yeah.
Yeah.
She broke them up. Hey, Alexander Polish girl. Polish girl?
Polish.
I got to turn my gel down. I'm getting a little too washed out.
Too much
And
hair.
I'm gonna look for Ned too. Make sure he's okay. I'll be right back. Oh crap, wrong button.
So I'm 42, right? Is anybody that's my age or slightly younger who's a huge Beatles fan? Or is there like a cutoff? You know, because I know my drummer, who is Beane's older brother.
There's no cutoff.
He's
No.
39. He's 39, and he feels the same way I feel about him. Like, actually, he hates the Beatles, and I don't hate the Beatles. I just, you know, I don't like listening to them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But I'm still here, right?
Yeah.
The Beatles is one of those bands where everybody knows who they are.
Of course, everybody knows who they are.
No matter what your age is, you know who the Beatles are. And well,
Brett Level's 35 and he loves the Beatles, so there you go.
I'm 56 and I love the Beatles.
Yeah,
you were
and I'm right behind you. Fruitcake Tony asks me, other than Eddie, who are some of my influences? I'll keep that. I'm gonna answer it, but I want each of us to answer it in this video.
George, John, Paul,
Ringo. Don't forget
Ringo.
Don't forget Ringo.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
So Eddie Van Halen, George Lynch, Andy Timmons, Steve Vai, Andy Aladort, Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Roy Clark, Richie Kotzen, Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page, Jeff Beck.
But not Beck, right? Jeff.
I like Beck too. I love Beck.
Turntables and a microphone.
Yeah. I love Beck. There are a lot. Angus Young, love Angus Young. I'm going to stop there for now, but there are more.
I would have to say, obviously, Van Halen. But, you know, when growing up listening to Van Halen and stuff, I think obviously he made me, want to play guitar. But then when I heard Larry Mitchell, that first solo record, that's what made me ask my parents to buy me a guitar for my birthday. So obviously those two. And then I think, obviously Metallica with, the heavy guitar. And I know if Boner Jams is still in here, he'll love this. The thing that got me into 7-string guitars was Korn. The band I was in at the time, which was the same band, virtually the same members too. We weren't that heavy. And once I heard that first Korn record, I was like, holy crap, this is heavy as hell. And it made me want to get a 7-string. And then that totally changed like my sight of like what I wanted to play. I wanted to play heavier stuff. And then when I heard Meshuggah, which is a band from Sweden, they're very like, polyrhythmic and just different stuff going on. That kind of changed it to another direction as well, where we started putting a lot of odd time signatures into our music. So I can probably go on like Dave, but
Fret level midnight. So wait, you don't like the Beatles, but you like fucking Korn, bro?
The first two Korn records, man. First two Korn records are good. And it's not like it's the same like genre of music where it's like, it's totally different stuff. Like I said, I didn't grow up listening to the Beatles.
Don't get so butthurt over it.
No, it's just
Tim Seymour. Michael Schenker is an amazing guitar player, but he wasn't one of my heroes. And he still is an amazing guitar player. He's not dead or anything. He's great. He's just not one of my, I could say Matthias Jabs and Rudolf Schenker too. They're great, but they're not one of my, not one of my musical heroes. Not one of my influences.
And speaking of Korn, I haven't really been into them since that second record, which came out in what, 96, I think. But a buddy of mine just mixed their album that just came out, which is pretty cool. So kudos to him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, obviously Steve Vai, you know, because I love his guitars. Pantera.
The thing is, I try to like that style of music. Believe me, I've tried it many times, and I just don't get it. It just doesn't compute with me.
It's fine. I have no problem with that. But the thing is when Johnny and those guys on Saturday night were talking about Pantera, you know, the one thing people have to remember about Pantera is like they are extremely heavy.
Yeah.
That band had a #1 record, which is like, holy crap. You know, you got to give them some kind of, you know, whether you like it or not, that's pretty good, you know, for a band to be that heavy.
Yeah, but they had a #1 record when Beavis and Butthead were popular, and that stuff was cool, and Winger wasn't.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, they were the most popular extreme metal band. It's crazy. Well, groove, I'd call them like groove metal more than extreme metal, but you know, you got to give them credit for that. And in my opinion, too, Far Beyond Driven, which is the one record that went #1. I like that record, but in my opinion, like Cowboys from Hell and Vulgar Display of Power are by far.
Well, I mean, I think almost everyone that likes that band would say the same thing. Mm-hmm. Those two records are the best records they've ever made.
Yeah.
Dropping guitars left and right.
Yeah. Bozique says Dime was extremely talented in the chops department. Yeah, he was an awesome player. Never liked his guitar tone or Phil's voice. The guitar tone thing, I totally get that argument, because if you put that guitar tone on something else, it'd be like, dude, what are you doing? But for some reason, it worked, and it gave him a signature sound. It's just, if I had that guitar tone, imagine being like the engineer or the producer on that record, or those, you know, dude, what are you doing with that guitar tone?
It's pretty terrible.
Yeah. Especially on Cowboys from Hell. Like when you think about it, like technically wise, it's not good, but it just works. Yeah. And screaming and drugs messed up Phil's voice. He was still able to do that falsetto stuff on Cowboys from Hell.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
So what did you do that thing? The influences?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was that?
We're not going over them again. You go now.
What was it? Real quick. What was the question? I'll answer it.
Other than Eddie Van Halen, who were your influences?
As far as on guitar?
Doesn't matter. I don't think.
No, your furniture influences, like how you style your place. Like, what are your influences?
Yeah.
IKEA.
Martha Stewart.
Just music? Just music in general? Yeah, the Beatles. Definitely.
Uh-oh. Goodbye.
It's chapstick time.
Oh. I like a lot of different things.
Well, give us you don't have to go through everything. Just give us some, you know. Who were the artists that throughout your musical career kind of like changed what you were doing and kind of like, ooh, I like this. I kind of want to move in this direction.
For me, Andy Summers was a big one.
Okay.
Very big. Extremely. There you go, John. Yeah. extremely. Well, I mean, I've got his tape right here. You know, right there. This was the tape. This was actually the cassette that I bought. And then, years later, well, actually not years, probably months later, he signed it for me. There's his autograph right there.
Okay, next.
I don't know. I mean, there's bands that I like where I don't even know who the musicians are. I just like their music.
Joe Hervey, we're all Jason Becker fans. I don't know if he's talking to us or not, but I think I could speak for everybody here, and especially Johnny, where he's I'm
going to say one good thing about the Carvin brand.
Carvin, yeah.
Well, yeah. I recently played the blue Jason Becker guitar. It is an amazing, one hell of a guitar. It is so good. Super comfortable. Sounds great. It felt great. It was a great guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful looking.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. See you, Adam.
Later, Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a friend that has one of those.
His name is Jason Becker.
Well, okay. He's got the real one.
Well, they're all real ones, but he's got the one.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Cameron Brown has a blue Carvin Jason Becker.
That's cool.
Yep.
On the real one, on the actual one, it has Jason's thumbprint on it. They did that. Actually, everything that they do, that the Beckers put out, stuff to help Jason, like posters or whatever it is. That's how Jason signs the stuff, is with the thumbprint. So, and I still got to get that. Man, it's been years. I've got a photo with Jason that he signed for me, meaning it has a thumbprint on it. And when was that taken? It was taken if you guys saw the documentary, Not Dead Yet, there's a show at the end. I was at that show. And how did that work?
How did it happen?
I forget. Anyway, when was that? 2012? 2011? 2012, I think? 13? Anyway, there's a picture of me and Jason with his thumbprint on it that a friend of mine was supposed to get to me, and it's been that many years, and I never picked it up.
Really?
Yeah, because I only see this friend of mine like once every
7
year,
years.
2 years. Yeah.
Does this friend of yours have a certain red, white, and black guitar?
He does.
Okay, just asking.
Mm-hmm.
You figured that one out pretty easy. Oh man.
I don't know.
Are we? Never mind.
Are you gonna say, are we good?
No.
Oh.
Click.
Good. And then we go.
I'm gonna go listen to the Beatles now. I'm gonna.
Well, I might have to now because Ellie likes them.
I'm gonna go not listen to that.
I might have to start listening to them. Not voluntarily though.
But it's not even if you don't like the songs.
Dude, listen. I never said I don't like the Beatles. I just said I don't like the Beatles. No, I don't. When they're on, I'm not like, oh my God, please turn this off. It's not like that at all. It's just like I can take it or leave it.
Mm-hmm.
I hear some good in it. I hear some stuff that I'm like I talked about before, and it's just not a fan. How about that? I'm not a fan of the Beatles.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, even if you're not a fan, I think I said that. at least listen to the production. At least because that was when all that stuff first started.
Does out-of-tune guitars count for production?
They're not out of tune.
Can I try to ignore that?
It's a 12-string, is what it is.
Well,
That was out of tune.
Those things are kind of tough to tune. So I give them the benefit of the doubt. Then I'll be right back.
Like the Stones, Cream. Oh, that reminds me, Cream.
Love Cream.
What is it? Ginger Baker?
The drummer, yeah.
Yeah. Is that? Did I see something about him?
Oh, I don't know.
That he's was it him? He's like super ill right now. Is that right? Somebody in the chat?
I had no idea.
Like he's like super sick. I late last night I saw something, or this morning. Huh? He is critically ill. Yeah. I saw something about that. That's too bad.
Tony, no, I don't own any 12 strings.
Okay, it's been a couple days. Yeah, critically ill. 2 days ago. He's in the hospital. Ginger Baker.
Yeah, I agree with Krellbar. He did look rough for most of his life. Hey, Frank.
What'd I miss?
Hey, Frank. Thank you, Joe Wentz.
Where is Joe?
It's probably working.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That could be the guy's real name.
Have you? Well,
we know somebody named Joe Wentz as well. It's just one letter off.
Oh. Every time I've seen that name, I'm thinking it's like somebody, kind of making a Joe Wentz type name, but it probably is the guy's real name.
Could be. Could be. I don't know.
Yes, Bozique, Jack Bruce was the third member of Cream. Actually, or you could say the first member of Cream.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, as far as anything, Jay, yeah, at least listen to the production of some of that Beatles stuff. Even not even the early stuff, but the later stuff. The later stuff, when they were really getting into the production of the albums, as a production standpoint, listen to that stuff with headphones.
Well, do you guys want to know my favorite Beatles song? And it's actually
the ones in between the songs.
No, it's not a McCartney or a Lennon song. Take a guess what it is.
Octopus's Garden.
I have no idea what that is, but that's not it.
While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Yes.
That's every guitar player's favorite Beatles song, really.
Dude, it's such a great song. And wasn't it Clapton who basically told those guys to let it on, like, guys, this is a great song. You have to record this. Because I think Lennon and McCartney were like, no, we're not putting it on a record. And from what I don't know if my father told me years ago, the story behind it or whatever, maybe I read it online, who knows? But I thought there was something like that. Like Clapton was the one who convinced whoever, you got to record this song. It's a great song.
And then they said, we want you to play on it.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, because Clapton played all the solos on it.
But that is a great song.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Front Level Midnight. That's a good.
Yep, Norwegian Wood's a great song.
We can end with this because it's getting to be that time. Did you guys ever see the live Van Halen bootleg? What year was that? Was it 90? 92? Huh?
Hold on a second. I want somehow, Johnny, I want everybody to write somewhere, because in here I'm probably not going to see it. No,
What?
but maybe give me some Beatles songs that the deep cuts that maybe let me.
I got a feeling.
I got a feeling.
No.
Oh, you're definitely getting full. Michael Jackson estate is going to flag your ass on this.
I'm not going to play the whole thing.
It's still he still owns the Beatles rights.
Somebody does. But no, really quick though. Norwegian Wood. No, there's a Van Halen. There's a boot of them on stage, either 91, 92 somewhere, and Sammy wants to play that song on stage. Or Van Halen, they go to kick into that song, and Eddie can't play the riff. He can't play it. He can't figure it out. And the entire crowd is humming the riff, and Eddie's trying to figure it out on stage. Yeah. That one. There it is. That's it. Eddie's trying to play it, and he's like, huh? And Sammy's humming it to him. The entire audience is humming it. Well, John BL, find that clip. I wish I could remember what show that was. I saw it. It's on YouTube. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good. That's a good one, though. Have you ever heard that song?
It's a great song.
Jay, you ever heard that one?
I don't know if I have.
That's a good one, man.
You know what? I will say this. I'm not going to make any promises, but I will say this. I was never a huge Pink Floyd fan until
me neither.
Until I started listening to the albums, like the songs that weren't the hits. And I was like, holy crap, some of this is good. You get into some of the stuff that's not the hit songs and kind of opens your eyes a little bit. So maybe that'll happen with the Beatles. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Should I get some acid?
Yeah.
Jeannie, get some.
Drop some.
Joke about that with her.
Drop some acid, and you'll be like the Beatles are the greatest thing in the world.
There we go.
Or Pink Floyd, or whatever. Yeah, I was never a huge Pink Floyd fan. I could do without Pink Floyd myself. Now I'm gonna get in trouble.
I love them. I don't know. I think people get in deeper crap for saying they don't like the Beatles than Floyd.
Cameron. Huh? Cameron just sent me something. And then it's getting to be that time. And I gotta find Ned. I don't know where Ned is, and it's getting dark.
Ned Steinberger?
Yeah. You found it. Thank you, man. Oh, okay, this is 90. Is it 93? They're in Norway in 93. We'll put this in the Discord. Van Halen playing Norwegian Wood. And this is the video, right? Where he keeps humming it to him. And he's trying to figure it out.
Come on, play it.
Yeah, if it's a...
Who cares? It's live.
Anyway.
Well, here, I'll play it real quick.
Do it live.
I don't know if this is the one I was talking about.
Oh.
Because it looks closer up. Oh, it's in the middle of finish what you started. Yeah, see, he's not playing it right. Oh. And he just said to Sammy, I don't know it. He just pushed Sammy.
See, you can't play it
Did you guys hear that?
still playing it wrong though.
The entire audience.
I have to. Oy.
Hey, you people got it down. You got it down good now. We're all fucked up here, but you got it right.
Got it.
That's it. Except, who cares? It's single note. You should be doing it.
It's all high. It's higher, right?
No, it's all in a D chord, which Jay doesn't know what that is.
Yeah, they're jamming out. We'll put this in the or John BL.
Now they're playing a ZZ Top song.
You know what you make those old things?
Waiting
Rock
for the
and roll
bar.
shows, man.
Oh, this is in the middle of You Really Got Me. That's what it was.
That's what you said before.
I said finish what you started.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Okay, there we go. We'll put this in the Discord. Or John BL, just look it up. It's just Van Halen Norwegian Wood. Van Halen Archive. It's on their channel.
Let's see anything like that again. Just old school hard rock show, man. You know, band just jamming on stage, bullshitting.
Mhm.
You know, sucks. Those days are over.
All right, I got to split.
Yeah, go find Ned Steinberg.
I gotta tuck the chickens in, and then I'm getting worried because it's getting dark.
He's already doing that.
I'm sure he's fine though, but he could be right here laying next to me, and I wouldn't know it. That's how he is. He like sneaks up on you.
Howie or Ned?
Ned.
I know.
Yeah. All right, rock and roll, everybody. Go listen to the Beatles.
Somebody make a playlist for me on Spotify and send it to me, and I'll listen.
There you go.
Yep. How about that? We'll do that.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, and speaking of Spotify, the podcast is on Spotify.
So while you're listening to Johnny's podcast on Spotify, make a Beo's playlist for me.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, rock on, everybody. See you guys tomorrow, Saturday night. John BL and who knows. All right. See you guys.
Later, everyone.
JohnnyBeaneTV. JohnnyBeaneTV. Bye-bye.
Bleh. Hit it.